Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to dive into this.
So, I was looking at some tips on self introductions, and I realized how many of us are actually doing it wrong. Like, the very first thing people say is usually a mistake.
You mean the myself thing? Yeah, that's a classic. The material actually points out that starting with myself, followed by your name, is a huge no-no in modern English.
Wait, really? I hear that all the time. What should we be saying instead?
It's simpler than you think. Just I am or my name is. Even you can call me works. It sounds way more professional.
Okay, that makes sense. But it's not just about the name, right? There's a whole structure to making a good first impression.
Exactly. Psychologists call it the primacy effect. Basically, that first bit of info people get about you really sticks. So you want to start with a solid greeting, like good morning or a simple hello, depending on where you are.
Right. And then you follow up with something to keep the flow going, like, nice to meet you?
Exactly. Or if you want to sound a bit more polished, you could say, how have you been, instead of just, how are you? It's a small change, but it makes a difference.
I like that. Now, what about when you get into the actual meat of the intro, like your job or what you do?
The guide suggests focusing on your profile. If you're in sales, you don't just say, I'm a salesman. You could say, I specialize in sales and client relations, or I'm responsible for managing operations. It's all about the phrasing.
Oh, so you're basically selling your skills without sounding like you're reading a resume.
Spot on. And speaking of selling yourself, there's a trap people fall into where they sound too desperate. You know, the I'll do anything, just give me the job vibe.
Yeah, that feels a bit much.
Totally. Instead, you should talk about your strengths, like being strong in communication, and how that actually helps the team. It's about showing value, not just begging for a chance.
That's a good point. I also noticed some grammar hiccups in the material, like people saying, I am student of English.
Yeah, that's a common one. You need the article. It has to be I am a student of English. Or when people talk about their graduation and say, I have completed it last year.
Wait, what's wrong with that one?
If you mention a specific time, like last year, you don't use have. You just say, I completed my graduation last year. Small detail, but it makes you sound way more fluent.
Man, there's so much to remember. What about ending the conversation? Do you just stop talking?
No, please don't. You need an outro. Something like, thank you for your time, or I'm eager to learn and grow through this opportunity. It wraps everything up nicely.
This is great. It's like a complete template for not being Applet.
Seriously. And the best part is the homework mentioned, writing out your own introduction using this format. It really helps it stick.
Well, I'm definitely going to rewrite mine. Thanks for breaking this down.
Anytime. It was fun.